Alright, folks, I'm your host, the Dynamite Grip, and today I've decided to just go ahead and do the next review, uh, and to do the uh, X-Men Gold review. I've written, drawn, it was written by Guggenheim, written by Mark Guggenheim, penciler was Adrian Syaf, uh, inker was Jay Liston, colorist was Frank Martin, and VC's and letterer was VC's Corey Petit. Cover artist was Adrian Syaf, Jay Liston, and Frank Martin. Uh, uh, Again, it was one of those instances where none of these stories were really all that different, uh, given who wrote, drew, and penciled all the artwork. Uh, it was fast paced, and it was pretty good. Uh, the story was uh, kind of like it's been told before, but not using not in comics, but like the story has been told before through like media and everything else, other forms of media and everything else. Um, it does have a impactful team with Old Man Logan, um, Storm, Kitty Pryde, uh, Juggernaut, and one thing I was surprised was Katya is in it, and I always thought that Katya was um, Juggernaut's sister who um, almost got run over, and he saved her by turning into the Chrome guy, turning into Colossus. But anyway, yeah, it was very fast paced, and it's a very good story if you don't mind, but it seems to have been like in the news. Uh, but I will get more into detail about that in the next part of this video. Um, the overall art was very well done, uh, and specific scenes in here were uh, like, like these scenes where one page is just shows a big scene like that. There was massive explosions and good action sequences. Uh, anyway, that was my non-spoiler review. I really didn't enjoy this story as much as I thought I was going to, but anyway. So on to my spoiler review. Those of you who don't want to be spoiled, you can shut camera down now, and I will end at this end of all my videos, as I usually say. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, now on to my spoiler review. Well, as I was saying in my non-spoiler review, um, a lot of the story we've heard tons about through different forms of media. Um, it opens up uh, with an attack that has happened on in New York, and it is um, been taken credit for by the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and uh, they basically take the whole book to figure out why these mutants are doing this. You know why, um, you know what's going on. Who are these people? And it's a whole new group of evil mutants. Magneto isn't, you know, it's definitely not the evil mutants of like the 90s. This is a brand new faction. Um, but anyway, it's found out that um, it's found out that they didn't do it. They were hired to do it by um, an advocate against mutant kind. And the idea is there's this senator who wants to push the agenda of mutants being deported. Sound familiar? The only thing is is the X-Men are showing that they are doing something to stop these other mutants. Well, and hopefully you get by now where the crossover comes from. But people are not doing stuff to prevent other, you know, non-documented people from doing stuff. So it's like that's the glaring difference. I do think it's funny because um, I read um, Black Panther and the Crew, and that was going in a similar direction, but this one got flack for the way it's going. That one didn't. Uh, there's a lot of social justice warrior type stuff going on, and I think okay, the final one did kind of look like it was going to veer off in a new direction. It starts off, Gambit is hired to do a job, and he steals these things, and he 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 steals these things and he's looking at it and it's just a jar and it looks like it's empty. And so he brings them to this buyer that hired him. And it turns out, well, this buyer is none other than Olivia Trask, who is a granddaughter to Oliver Trask. And it turns out that what's in the vial is actually nanites. And what she's going to try to do is she wants to make a new brand of Sentinels. It's not really clear what her end goal is, like what she wants to use the Sentinels for, but it's kind of led into. Anyway, a battle ensues. The nanites kind of break free of their thing, and they kind of just disappear. Well, Gambit goes back to the rest of the group, and he tells them about Olivia Trask's plan. Meanwhile, they're still trying to figure out, what was all that evil mutant stuff going on. Why, you know, why would they want to do something like this? And they even have one that they captured, but it turns out he's not really a mutant. He's actually an alien from another planet. But it ends that they get a call or an alert that says that Sentinels are coming, and Sentinels are in the air, and they fly out, and all of a sudden, there it is, a monster of a Sentinel. And that's where number 4 ends. It was good, one leading into the other, but it was also kind of good that the last one was a little different, but still stuck to the main theme of it all. Anyway, this has been my review of the Golden X-Men, X-Men Gold. Thank you for viewing. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side.